I don't know this woman, right? And I say to her, my son's father publicly humiliated me for the world to see, so he has no right to expect privacy now. I have every right to speak on it, loud and clear, just as boldly as he disrespected me. So he might as well get over how I publicly call him out. He told everyone our business on his YouTube channel, and he did interviews with Sidonia about me, running his mouth to everyone about our relationship instead of talking to me, telling Sidonia our secrets. The loudmouth is him. So as a result, now I can't shut the fuck up about him because he told too much of our business to the public. And a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people think, oh, I started talking about this. No, this nigga started talking about this first, leaving me no choice. And because I have thousands of people looking at my content, of course, someone's going to come out of nowhere with rumors and shit about him. So I've been having to deal with that for the past 7 years. So no, I'm not going to be quiet about that. Anyway, I said to her, because this is part of the email that you guys, I don't think I shared, but she was trying to dangle money over my head. She was basically saying to me that I'll give you money and help you with your son if you be quiet talking about your experience with him. This is basically what she was saying, trying to bribe me to shut the fuck up. So my ass was like, you seem to believe that you have authority over whether my son receives support from his father, which suggests you view my child's well-being as something you can dictate. That's why you thought you could dangle a financial carrot over my head and I'd let you control me. And I was like, bye, bitch. You know what I mean? No, that's not going to happen. If you didn't want me posting pictures of you and him in my content, you shouldn't have been so pressed to shove them in my face over the past few years. It was you sending them to me, and don't lie about that because it has been her for the past 4 years. Okay. And then I tell her, stop taking pride in him taking care of your kids. Where is their father? You got your kids around a man that doesn't take care of his own kid. Both of our families have tried to get him to act right. He's been a jackass on his own. I'm not going to beg him to help. And if you genuinely wanted to help me, you would have. Like I genuinely wanted to help your son. That's why I shared his GoFundMe link. If you was a solid woman, you would have shared mine. And that's true. If she was a solid and as good of a woman as she thinks she is, she probably would have saw my GoFundMe, saw that I was taking care of my child alone and that I needed help with his autism treatments and stuff like that, and just helped me by sharing my link or sending a donation anonymously or whatever. Because that's what I would have done if I was in her shoes. The fact that I would have handled this completely different if she was his baby mama and I was marrying him, I would be encouraging him to be a father. And if that's not what he wanted, the last thing I would be doing is reaching out to her trying to start some fucking drama. There's just no way I would do no shit like that. Anyway. Then I asked her, stop contacting my family. All they care about is whether or not my son's father and my son meet. They're not about the drama. We don't do that over here. You want to talk to me with respect, I'll be happy to. But until then, we might as well not talk at all. And then I told her to stop taking pride in being married to a Dusty because it's weird. I was like, out of all of the men in the world, you picked the brokest, most uneducated, lip, dick, lying coward in the world. Cut it out. He's not a prize. Do better. That's what I said. And her response was, yep. Oh, now you're silent. Now you have nothing to say. You sent me this long-winded ass dissertation, cussing me out, calling me names, doing all kinds of shit, accusing me of stuff I ain't do, all types of shit. And then when I tell you, listen, calm your fucking ass down. I'm calm. I've always been calm. Now your response to me finally responding to you after you've been trying to get my attention for 4 years is, yep. Anyway, the shit is just fucking stupid. Now, I am always focused on my son. Let's get this out the way. Part of my relationship with my son and what's happening with me and my son is the fact that I'm raising a child alone. Do I have to mention his name? Oftentimes I don't. I don't even mention her because I don't know her. You know what I mean? But most of the time my focus will always be about my son. If I want to share my story about my experience with him publicly humiliating me and embarrassing me, I'm going to do it publicly because it wasn't handled privately. It wasn't like he broke up with me privately and we handled this behind the scenes. No, we broke up. I got on social media and I told everybody I was going to be by myself. I didn't tell people why I was broke up, anything like that. Then he creates a YouTube channel and starts posting our private text messages onto his YouTube channel. Then he starts doing interviews with the bitch he was supposedly over and hated. No. Mm-mm. Don't ask me to be quiet or respond how you want me to respond to his bullshit. I have to deal with the bullshit for the rest of my life. Him lying to me, pretending he wanted to be a husband to me, I have to deal with that for the rest of my life. He took something from me, meaning I wanted to have a baby by somebody that loved and cared about me. I wanted to be married. Now I'm sitting here, a single mother, raising a child alone who has special needs. I'm not going to shut the fuck up about that. No, I'm going to tell my story. And I'm going to help other women. And I hope other women never have to go through what I'm going through. Ever. Ever. Because I should not be out here by myself. I shouldn't have to be on social media asking for donations to help me. He should have his father present. And the bitch that he's fucking should be helping as well. Be stepmom. Encourage him to be a father. Then turn around and be a good stepmother. Because I promise you, I'll be like, cool. You know, my son, maybe my son could come for the summertime. But if you about that drama and shit all the time, I'm good. My son ain't going nowhere. He's going to be right here with me. Right here with me. Listen, no one is having this breakdown because he acts like my son doesn't exist. This has been happening for 7 years. Why do you feel like I'm having like a breakdown over it? We get it. But because he acts like this, that's even more reason why the bitch he's sleeping with shouldn't be reaching out to me. What you reaching out to me for? That doesn't make sense. He is at school. Oh no, I'm going to show my son. I'm going to show my son because me and my son are working on autism awareness, and my son needs to be seen because of that. My son is not, when I show my son, I'm showing my son to help people understand autism awareness. I'm a content creator, is what I do. You know, it's part of how I get to donations, and I'm going to continue to be an advocate for autism. So yes, I do have to show my son, and the people don't have to look at me. You don't have to watch it. It's as simple as that. All this bullshit and stuff on social media that you can look at, laugh at, and be entertained by, and you worried about what the fuck I post and whether or not I post my son, don't watch it. You got Netflix, you got fucking Amazon Prime, you got Hulu, you got so much other shit you can watch. You don't have to watch me. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm going to keep talking about my son, you heard me? I'm going to keep talking about him because we need to spread awareness about autism awareness. How about Miss Monique? You need to pick a side. You need to pick a side. We okay? You're not listening. If you're going to come here, you're going to be in my space. Listen to what I'm saying. Come here to understand or don't be here. It's as simple as that. Come here to understand or do not be here. All right? Listen to what I'm saying. Him not wanting to be a father, fine. Take your ass on. But tell your bitch to stop reaching out to me. If you don't want to have nothing to do with your son, put a leash on your bitch and tell her to stop reaching out to me. Because I don't reach out to her. Stop telling her to hit me up, threatening me, coming to California. What the fuck you coming to California for? Listen to what I'm saying. I'm okay with the fact if he don't want to be with his child, cool. Keep that drama away from me. When I modify child support, pay your child support. The end. You didn't want to tell your bitch that you had a baby? That's your problem. She should have left your ass. Because if you was a real man, if you was real 100, you would have just said to her, listen, I got a kid. I don't even want to take care of because I don't want to deal with that bitch. And you'd have been saying it from the beginning. You wouldn't have hurt her to where after a year she been dating you, a coworker come up to her and tell her you got a baby that you've been hiding. He a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? He a bitch. He a bitch. But y'all want me to sit here and protect him. No. Let the bitches he with protect him. Let them protect him. Sedonia was his own mama. Delulu his new mama. Okay? I'm never gonna be that man mama. I'm never gonna be his mama. I got my own son to raise. Had he been 100%, instead of lying about wanting to be married and wanting to have kids and wanting to be together forever and bullshitting me and pretending he wanted to be in a relationship, living with me and all this stuff, we wouldn't be in this situation. All he had to do was keep it a buck. Do you know how many times I asked this man how he felt about me? Over and over and over. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to be with you. I love you. Let's have kids. Let's get married. Lying. But y'all want me to be quiet. Anyway, fuck all that. Fuck. No, I don't even know why I put my glasses back on. Y'all got me wanting to see. Got me wanting to see it. Anyway. I will continue to spread autism awareness, and I will continue to talk about my son on my platform as much as possible. And I will still continue to give advice about my experience. Oftentimes when women reach out to you, let's say, for instance, let me give you advice before I go. Oftentimes, you know what's funny, Queevy? And I say this every time I talk about me and my son's father. Listen to this, before I give you advice, I'm about to give y'all advice on how to deal with this. I showed y'all how I deal with it. Let me give further advice on how you should deal with it. First of all, when I was dating my son's father, he was always around. He always answered the phone. We went out all of the time. He was loving. We went hiking. We went flying kites. We went on picnics. We played chess. We went to the health food store. We did shit together. We went out to eat. We went on road trips. We had a very good relationship.